How you folks doing? So, on the way in from work, I was listening to the radio, and it got me thinking about the recent Obamacare, how it failed to get repealed. And what is going on is there is a lot of vote trading going on. I'm going to explain what vote trading is. There used to be a time when we could research somebody who was running for office. We would research them by their past voting record. We would use that information, their historical information, to determine whether they were truly a conservative or a liberal, depending on how you like to vote, to make an educated vote. You would go to the polls, you would vote based on that historical information on their past voting records. That no longer works anymore, and let me tell you why. That information is now skewed completely. Back to my point, vote trading. How is this information skewed? How is their historical information skewed? Let me tell you how. Vote trading. What you'll do is you'll get and I'm going to use senators as an example, but this can be done with anybody who votes. So senators, they get into a room, they all have a commonality. They all have a singular goal. And let's just say they want Obamacare to continue on. They do not want to repeal it. For whatever reason it might be. They might want to make Trump look bad. It's irrelevant. So you got a group of people who go into a room, and senators, we'll get a group of senators who go into a room. They know they need to come out with so many votes of yes and so many votes for no in order to get this thing to bomb. See where I'm going? So what they'll do is they'll get into a room, or whatever. They'll go drink a few bourbons. I don't know. We'll just call it a meeting room. And you'll get all these senators together, and one will stand up, or two or three or four or whatever. Hey, I have to vote to repeal this. The people who voted me in, where I'm from, my constituents, my voters, they demand that I repeal this. But I don't want to repeal it. And the opposite will occur. You'll get a couple of senators that'll say, hey, listen, guys, I just read the polls. I ain't got no chance in hell of getting reelected. Or I'm retiring. So I'll take one for the team. I'll vote no. Oh, Joe, you're retiring? Joe will vote no, and he'll vote no, and that way you guys can vote yes. Make you guys look good. You'll get a second term in office. As long as the numbers come out that it doesn't get repealed, we're good. It doesn't matter who votes yes or no is what I'm saying to you folks. As long as the numbers come out the way they would like the vote to go. Does that make sense? So a person might vote yes to repeal it, but behind the scenes never really wanted to repeal it, or vice versa. He might have wanted to repeal it, but he is bribed to vote not to repeal it. That's what's going on. Anyway, folks, it's called vote trading. It's done behind the scenes. I'm just using Obamacare as well as the skinny repeal as an example. It has happened over and over and over in our past on many different issues. Again, thank you to the new subscribers who have subscribed. I appreciate a thumbs up on this video if you like it. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, actually.